You are aware that there was a court ruling that stopped the elections from holding. The elections that brought in Aminu Megere. And you guys were aware also that the government and the National Sports Commission put a lot of pressure on us to get that matter out of court. We got it out of court. We signed some terms of settlement. They reneged on all the issues that we agreed on. But even when the government asked us to withdraw that case, we asked the question of what is the essence of getting it withdrawn from court. They said we should not proceed with some of the other issues that are in court because the main issues in court have not been touched. You know, it was because of their disobedience of the order of court that was why the elections were annulled. And the impression was that once we get that matter out of court, they can continue in office. We definitely know they cannot continue in office because there is a pronouncement of the court that elections should not hold. So nobody would have emerged out of that situation. We pursued it when they now failed to meet the terms of the agreement. We petitioned the president, and the president asked the Inspector General of Police, the immediate past Inspector General of Police, to ensure that the order of court was carried out. At that point, when the order of court was to be carried out, let me go back to before we came up with the alternative Nigerian Football Association. Since they now deposed to an affidavit that they are no longer NFA, that they are NFL. I consulted a lot of my colleagues and we came up with the Jared Tinubu-led NFA. That caused a lot of crisis. And the government stepped into it to say, we don't recognize you, but we also understand clearly that the body that is known to law is NFA. They brought us together. That was where the ONEA committee came up. But before then, the IG was to move on the 24th of May or so to get them out of office because the order of court was very clear. The IG invited the NFF. We all met in the IG's office, including the Director General of the National Sports Commission, Dr. Patrick Ekeji. And Patrick Ekeji had to prevail on the IG and asked for 2 weeks to get this issue resolved, that if they are removed from the office, FIFA may not understand. That he wants things to be done correctly, but he wants us to still be playing international football, that Nigeria may be banned. In that process, they went to court, Aminu Megere and co. Not NFF now, because NFF itself has said in an affidavit that they are not Nigerian Football Association. So that now gave us an opportunity to form Nigerian Football Association. So the point I'm trying to clear now is that after the formation of that NFA, when the police now intervened, the DG came in, you know, and asked for a few days. Within that period, they went to court. Not as Nigerian Football Association, not as Nigerian Football Federation. I want you to note this point. They went to court to ask for their fundamental human rights, that the police should not arrest them. The order of court didn't say police should arrest anybody. What the order of court said was that the Inspector General of Police, you know, by the powers conferred on it, there was a section was quoted that the Inspector General to move and get them out of. That's exactly. And the police said clearly, look, we are not going to move if you show us a superior judgment of court. If you have another judgment that supersedes this, go and bring it. They couldn't produce that judgment. And the police now said, okay, 2 o'clock, we are moving to get you people out of that office. That was where the DG had to intervene. So they rushed to court. And when they got to court as individuals on the basis of their fundamental human rights. And after a while, we applied to join. They sued the IG that they should not be arrested. Well, of course, they have the right to do that. So we now applied to join the matter. The judge refused. And we had suddenly that there is a judgment now that the NFA is now legalized, that the judgment came from Justice Auta. As we speak, 3 weeks later, we applied to that court to get a copy of the judgment. It was not ready. We had to petition, as we speak today, 2 justices, Justice Auta and Justice Kolawole. We petitioned them to the National Judicial Council. And we also circulated that to the media, because the Chief Justice of the Federation had to write to us to inform us formally that the issues are being looked into. So they are being investigated for that matter. As we speak today, that Auta judgment is nowhere to be found. And my own problem is this. I expected that the hype that the media gave to that judgment, should have also, after a while, go back and ask for a copy of that judgment. Because the judgment was celebrated, that they've now been legalized in office, that there is a certain judgment. But my surprise was that Justice Okorowa's judgment came, and they don't have the one that kept them in office. So those are issues I think we should look at. But as we speak, we want to use this opportunity to advise the National Sports Commission to do the needful, because as we speak now, we are back in court. Money is being appropriated to a body that is not known to law, and people are engaged in doing that. The National Assembly is part of that. We have series of documents to show that the National Assembly is appropriating money to a body that is not known to law, and we're going to take appropriate actions on that. We have sued the National Assembly, the Clerk of the House, the National Sports Commission, and we have compelled the minister, because as we speak today, there is an Act of Parliament. The Act 204 is the only law that is known to the Constitution of this country. And we have asked the courts to also give us order to prosecute all those who have appropriated money to a body that is not known to law. And those who expended such funds, because those funds are from the Federation account, is a very, very serious matter. And our patience is running out, because as we speak today, there is no order of court. They filed a stay, quite all right. There is no order of court that is keeping them in that office. As we speak today, orders of court are being flouted. We are taking notes of all that. And we are calling on the National Sports Commission and all those concerned to ensure that the proper thing is done as soon as possible. Because we're already in court, and if we have that order to get them prosecuted for those monies that have been appropriated to a body that is not known to law, is going to become a different ball game entirely. So we're in court. We also took the Attorney General to court. We want to ensure that he comes out to ensure that the Act 204, which is the NFA Act, which is the law that is known, is revisited, that a board is properly constituted according to that Act of Parliament. So that is exactly where we are now. And I just want to assure you people that we have not relented in one bit. We have taken the issues the way they are, and we are following it within the ambit of the law to ensure that justice is done, and that there will be no peace if there is no justice. There is no way we can make progress people are sidelined, quality people are prevented from being part of the running of Nigerian football. Somebody like Samson Jaja, why should he be stopped from contesting an election? Why should Anodebami be stopped? Why do you need to stop quality people? So we are not going to relent. If the minister does not have the will, we are going to ensure that we use, within the ambit of the law, we ensure that he does what is right. And until that is done, there will be no peace, because there is no justice. If there is no justice, there cannot be peace. And there cannot be peace without justice. So that is exactly where we are. I want you guys to ensure that NAM and the Nigerian Football Association that is led by Jared Tinubu, we are still on top of the situation. We have gone to court to ensure that these issues are resolved within the ambit of the law. Some people, we are not living in a jungle. Some people cannot hold this nation to ransom, and we are pretending as if nothing is happening. So that is the present situation now. You know, it's just necessary that since I've been away, I should have an interactive session with you guys to let you know what we are doing to ensure that the appropriate thing is done. The former minister, there was a consensus for the Oneya committee. We've done that. That report has been done. Up till now, it has not been implemented. There was a consensus. FIFA was contacted. We, the two warring factions, were contacted. I represented my group on that committee. Chris Green represented the Nigerian Football Federation on that committee. The report the report is well documented. We have presented the report to the former minister, and they told us that that thing will be implemented with the speed of light. As we speak today, that report is yet to be implemented. So we've gone back to court to ensure that the proper thing is done. We are not going to tolerate Aminu Megere and co. to continue to run our football. We are going to hold them accountable to even the times they have run it illegally. That we want to assure them, that we are ensuring that we are going to prosecute them for the disaster they caused to Nigerian football by running that place illegally and crashing us out of all international competitions. You know, because they were given opportunity to ensure that they participated in all the competitions, but as we speak today, you all know what the results are. You know, so let me not take much of your time. You know, maybe if you have one or two other questions, we can just, you know, close it for now. So that is the state of things, the way they are now. We are waiting on the National Sports Commission. We see them blackmailing the person of the DG prolonged their life in office, and we are very sad, you know, that these developments are coming up. The DG oppressed us and prolonged their life. The police would have removed them from office long ago according to that judgment. You know, but he interceded at that point in time and asked for some time. In that period, they even went to court. Very well they went to court. But they didn't go to court as the Nigerian Football Federation because it's not a body that is known to law. But how they now got a judgment in that name, that is what we don't understand. So, but we've exploited all means. We are ensuring that those things, you know, come to play as soon as possible. And we are exploiting all avenues possible within the ambit of the law to ensure that justice is done.
Thank you very much.
God bless you.